Hey, button pushers, welcome back to Sagebrush. It's time to cast the controlling over once again. Last time we cut open a fence, got into a community building, turned the generator on for said community building after finding the key, and we are now being able to read things. We already examined, I think, 2 things from this bookshelf. We're going to see how many more it gives us before it starts to repeat stuff. You take a Bible from the shelf and skim. For Christ also suffered once for sins, the righteous for the unrighteous, that he might bring us to God, and being put to death in the flesh, but being made alive in the spirit. Put to death in the flesh, but alive in the spirit. Oof. So that's the one we saw the first. Pamphlet. Okay, yeah. It's just those 3 books that we skimmed through in that order. I know the ambient sounds are here on purpose, but they still freak me out. There's gotta be a light switch for this area. Here we are. Something would be neat that I don't know if they're gonna incorporate, but it'd be neat if you turned on too many lights if the generator blew. I think that would be actually hilarious. The painting shows an intensely focused middle-aged man. So earlier today while I was doing my hair, I dropped a hairpin, and I could not find it no matter what I did. I just happened to put my foot into the shoe I have underneath my desk. I found the hairpin, and I did not know what it was that was in my shoe initially. That was weird. Figured I'd explain the face I just went through. He holds a book in his left hand. The painting seems less than professional, but the man's determination shows through. So basically, a novice painted that, but the dude is so intense that the novice still got his essence. An angel walks through an empty field, his hands pressed together in prayer. This painting depicts an angel tenderly cradling the corpse of Jesus Christ in his tomb. Yeesh. Good old worshipping of death. I'm too tense for how low this game is a very chill game. I don't think there's even any kind of like monsters or jump scares. But the way that I glitched in with the door just then, and the way it made the creaking sound even worse, I jumped out my skin. I did not process that well, let me assure you. Read Bible quote. And if a woman have an issue, and her issue in her flesh be blood, she shall be put apart 7 days, and whosoever toucheth her shall be unclean until the even. And everything that she lieth upon in her separation shall be unclean. Everything that she sitteth upon shall be unclean. And whosoever toucheth her bed shall wash his clothes, and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the even. And whosoever toucheth anything that she sat upon, and shall wash his clothes, and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the even. So, basically, if a woman's on her period, she's isolated. And everything that she touches is unclean. Fantastic. See, I wish I could use that as an excuse to get off work when I'm on my period, but, you look tired. Rude. What, I can't interact with any of this? You could at least tell me if that was like a compostable toilet or a regular one or something. I suppose that's the women's room. I gotta stop standing that close to the doors when I open them. I'm gonna give myself a heart attack doing that. Jesus saith to him that he that is washed needeth not save to wash his feet, but is clean every whit, and ye are clean, but not all. I don't have a good interpretation for that one. He that is washed needeth not save to wash his feet. Aight then. You look tired. Well, I'm glad the mirrors don't do different things. That would be weird. I've noticed that I no longer have my cursor, and it's actually moving with my mouse. So the game figured itself out there, whatever was going on with that. I keep forgetting how to sprint. Well, the walking is too slow, and the sprinting is too fast. So that is one little complaint I have about this delightful game. We read the performance schedule already. I don't think these are going to be any different of an examination. A perfect heaven awaits those of faith. I suppose that's why it's called Perfect Heaven. Let me read the sheet music now. When we all get to heaven, sing the wondrous love of Jesus, sing his mercy and his grace. In the mansions bright and blessed, he'll prepare for us a place. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory. While we walk the pilgrim pathway, clouds will overspread the sky. But when traveling days are over, not a shadow, not a sigh. Let us then be true and faithful, trusting, serving every day. Just one glimpse of him in glory will the toils of life repay. Onward to the prize before us, soon his beauty we'll behold. Soon the pearly gates will open, we shall tread the streets of gold. Alrighty then. Well-written poetry, if slightly unnerving, all things considered. That didn't do anything to the light switch. Read a note to Leonard. Leonard, the pantry is not your personal snack drawer. Food is for the flock to share. If you keep stealing cookies from the storeroom, you will have to answer for your crimes in the cleansing room. Please pray and reflect on your actions and how they harm the flock. I'm praying for you too, Andrew. Putting this on the door so everyone can see it instead of giving it to Leonard involves a lot of public shaming. So there's some implications there. Read note about Leonard. Leonard hasn't heeded warnings about taking more than his share of food. He keeps swiping snacks from the storage room. I would like it if it did not. Until we can straighten him out, I've decided to move his favorite foods into the farm shed and hide the key on the side of the bookshelf next to the ping pong table. Well, I'll be going back to the ping pong table then. So that's just the sound of something falling then, huh? Oh. That's why they're all on the floor. They were on this bookshelf, and this bookshelf has fallen. I suppose it's not a bookshelf, it's just a shelf. But to me, every bookshelf is every shelf is a bookshelf. It's not called a bookcase. Shelving unit? I'm being pedantic. I don't think any of these are going to be different now that I have light. Okay. I think the important thing was the ping pong table. Oh, I didn't even examine the freezer before. The interior is coated in the long-dried, blackened remains of various melted frozen foods. Yuck. Okay, I swear I just saw something skitter over there, but in these pixels, it's hard to tell if that's a rat or a game thing. Kitchen prayer. Enable us to use thy manifold blessings with moderation. Grant our hearts wisdom to avoid excess in eating and drinking and the cares of this life. Teach us to put our trust in thee and await thy helping hand. Okay. Other notes. Monday, spinach casserole. Tuesday, barbecue. Wednesday, fasting. Ugh. So wait, they still have a show here on Wednesdays, but they have you do fasting instead? That's gross. Thursday, pork chops. Friday, beef stew. Saturday, chicken. Not baked chicken, not chicken and rice, not chicken enchilada, just chicken. Do you at least get a vegetable? And then Sunday is fasting. Due to power outage, food stores have spoiled. We will have to replace the planned meals with canned foodstuffs and produce until new supplies are acquired. Gotcha. Examined those already. Nothing else new. Let's go get that key. Now, what I'm curious about... Of course, it's the one place that I actually turned the light off that I need to come back to. I want to see if I could have seen the key. Oh, maybe I could have. Got the gate key and the farmhouse key, which let me just check the map again. So we are at the community hall. I suppose farmhouse must be near the farm. And then... Oh, I had escape. So I believe that as soon as we read the stuff here, which means I need to find the light switch for this area. Oh no, it must be on because I saw those. Okay, we should be able to read this stuff then. Read pamphlet. I said read pamphlet. I have the mouse again, which is weird. I don't know what's happening with that. Have you sinned? Are you plagued by doubt? Do you fear death? Do you have the nagging feeling that your church doesn't have the answers? There is a reason. Father James can help. That's vague as shit. Get to know the newest members of the flock. Welcome them with open arms and open hearts. My name is Christopher. I'm from Flagstaff. I'm sorry, I have an older brother named Christopher who lives in Arizona right now. And Flagstaff, I'm thinking, is an Arizona town? I might have to Google that. It's been a while since I lived there, but it still got me to chuckle. I was a farmer before and hope to lend my experience to help feed the flock. Fun fact, I hold the record for the most blue ribbons at the Arizona State Fair Livestock Competition. Well, I love that reading another line down would have answered my question. I'm Viola. My two wonderful children, my son Lucas and my daughter Juliet, are from Fresno. I'll be helping out with schooling our children in the ways of the Lord. Fun fact, I was born in Vancouver, so I'm technically also Canadian. Hello, I'm Peyton. I'm from a small town in Oklahoma you've probably never heard of. I ran a grocery store in town, but ever since it shut down, I've been looking for something more. Father James is helping me find that. Fun fact, I served in the Navy for a term. Hello, friends. I'm Candace. I love cooking and crafts, so hope I can help energize the flock so that we may fulfill His word. Fun fact, I can speak 3 languages. I'm Josiah, and I'm so thankful to you and the Lord for giving me a home after years of living on the streets. I finally feel like I have a family. Fun fact, blank. Oh, Josiah. Hello, I'm Lillian. I was a student at USC before I dropped out because I couldn't stand the indoctrination anymore. USC, I'll have to look that up. I was looking for truth and I didn't find it there. Now I know I was looking in the wrong place. Fun fact, I've been to 4 continents in the last 3 years. My name is Vance. I saw through the lies of my parents' church. They were filling our heads with blasphemy. Now I see the truth of it because of Father James. Fun fact, I'm a really fast reader. I'm curious now that we know some people to look at the performance schedule. Josiah plays original hymns. Juliet violin recital. Okay, so that's the child of Viola, I believe. Children's reenactment. I suppose there are at least 2 children. Yeah, okay. Cool. I believe we're done with this building. I'm being more thorough than I intended to be honest. But that's okay. I like how you can kind of make it out in the distance. Because community hall, chapel. We have the farmhouse thing, so it's guiding us towards the farm, I believe. And I feel no need to fight it. Fighting it is usually how you find secrets, but that's okay. Can I hop this? No. I cut a wire in a fence, and you're expecting me to believe I'm not gonna hop this easily. Like, look, I'm 4'11", and in real life, I could hop this. I'm 4'11", out of shape, overweight, and I could just brace your hands on this, put your foot on this one, and then swing over. Bitch. Okay, fine. We'll do this a different way then. Is there a road? What do I do? I got a gate key. Is that the gate key for this gate? To let me out of this area? I suppose it must be. Generator, gate, farm shed. Use the gate key. The wrestling lock fights back, but eventually relents and the gate unlocks. Nice, nice, nice. Can you not? With the dramatic instruments? Is that strictly necessary? So that means I'm on the road, which means I gotta follow the road. So I kind of want to go into this first. Because it's... Oop, I keep hitting escape. There we go. I have fixed the mouse as well. What is this sound doing? Is this just my headphones? Or is this in the game, this jumpy? Brother Earl. This is not a big trailer, folks. Anyway, I think I'm going to call it here just that I can check on that skittering and see if it was my headphones or if the sound of the game is doing that. That's going to mark the end of my turn. Let me just cast the controller on back to you. Hope you pass along again soon, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, guys.